Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all Distripress Congress delegates. A very warm welcome to Glasgow, one of the great cities in the world, and as Bailey Bratt mentioned, venue for the 2014 Commonwealth Games. Glasgow, a centre for sport, a centre of culture, and a centre of innovation, but also a media market unlike any other in the UK. Where else in the world, let alone in the United Kingdom, do 18 daily newspapers compete for readers' and advertisers' attention within a single urban market? Just 10 minutes walk from where you're seated today are the headquarters of Media Scotland, home of the Daily Record and Sunday Mail, combined the best-read newspapers in Scotland. We also publish 16 weekly paid-for newspapers, which are all deeply rooted in the communities they serve. There are strong editions of all the UK national newspapers circulating in Scotland, including the Daily Mirror, our own Daily Mirror, the Sun, and the Daily Mail, amongst others. And city newspapers, big city newspapers, such as the Herald and Evening Times, and our own Paisley Daily Express, which was launched in 1874, just 10 miles from this place. Glasgow is firmly the media capital of Scotland. Not only is it home to all but one of Scotland's national newspapers, it is also the home of the BBC, Scottish television, Scottish film, Scottish arts, Scottish ballet, and Scottish opera. Edinburgh can boast many qualities and is an essential place to visit during your stay in our country, but Glasgow is certainly the cultural capital of Scotland. Not only is Scotland one of the world's most competitive newspaper markets, it is also one of the oldest. The Aberdeen Press and Journal, which serves the north of Scotland, was born back in 1747 and is still very healthy today. About the UK, well, you'll hear from many great speakers during conference who will tell you why the UK is a very unusual marketplace indeed, because of the dominance of the large national newspapers and the vast array of regional and local newspapers, both across the UK and here in Scotland. In the UK, we have 3 national daily titles, each selling over 1 million copies. Trinity Mirror's own Daily Mirror is one of them. National newspapers account for over 2/3 of the daily circulation market and 52% of newspaper advertising revenue, both extremely high figures by international standards. However, where the UK is also very interesting from the Distripress perspective is the scale of the market for international newspapers. Because of the UK's strength in international trade, and particularly in financial services, well over 1,000 newspapers from across the globe are distributed in our country. London is clearly the commercial hub of the UK, but Edinburgh, as the 3rd largest financial centre in Europe after London and Frankfurt, is in major demand for local printing of international titles. I'm sure you're going to have a fabulous Congress discussing several key themes. The perpetual and growing challenges facing newspaper and magazine readership in general. The changing shape of the supply chain, and importantly, how we all harness all the potential opportunities presented by digital technology. Never before has the consumer been more empowered to influence the shape of our business models. The successful companies of the future will be those that adapt their way of doing business by staying at the forefront of new technology trends with a keen insight and an understanding of changing consumer behaviour. The fact that you're here in Glasgow today at the 57th Distripress Congress means that you and your company who are the ones who are adapting, watching and listening to what is happening in the new media environment. And I would suggest that you have more chance of success than the ones who've stayed at home. I wish you a very successful Congress and hope you have a thoroughly enjoyable time in Glasgow, in Scotland and in the UK. Thank you.